Okay, today we're going to learn how to do Compass, how to log in, and how to assign assignments to your students. The first thing that you need to do is go to compass.usd308.com. You can see that right up here in the address bar. Once you navigate to that website, you can click on Username, and it is your last name, first initial. And then your password will be given to you by your principal or by me. Just email me if you don't know what that is. Then you click Login, and that will take you to your main screen. Once you see your main screen, you see several tabs along the top. You have Dashboard, My Students, which when you click on that, it will show classes that you've created, and it will give you information on how to find progress reports, Course and Assignments, that lets you add assignments to classes and let you know how your class is doing, Assessments or Tests, Reports are progress reports, and then there's a message center and community where you can ask some questions. I'm logged in as an 8th grade teacher right now, and what I wanted to show you was how you can create a class. So the first thing you need to do as you're looking at your dashboard is click on My Students, and then right here you're going to see the word New. If you hover over New, Class becomes clickable, so click on that. And then name your class, choose your grade level, and choose the subject that you plan to teach. And then click on Save. Once you do that, your class will be listed over here to the side. It's probably a good idea to go ahead and create a class for every single prep that you have. So elementary teachers, if you are teaching tier groups or social studies and English language arts and math, you're going to want to have different classes for each one because it will be easier to assign your kids that way. Once you've created a class, the next thing you need to do is add your students. So you do that by going to My School and clicking on Students. Once you've clicked on students, you're going to see all of the students listed in your school. So for example, what you see right here, the middle school, both 7th grade and 8th grade, has 762 students in it combined. One of the nice things that I find pretty helpful is over here where it says Show. If you hold that button down and you show 100, it allows you to click through 100 students at a time, and it lowers your windows, so you don't have to click through so many windows. So this is a little bit time consuming. It'll take you probably about, for 7-12 teachers, it would take them about 45 minutes to create their classes for each one. Again, if I have a first hour class, which I've created over here, and let's say Victoria was in that class, I would simply click on her name, and then I would go down and find the names of the students in all the rest of my classes. And again, I would do that like this. They're listed in alphabetical order. And then down here you see numbers, pardon me. And if you click on those page numbers, again, it takes you through the rest of the alphabet, and you just continue to click students as you go. The other way that you can do this is you can come up here to the search bar and you can type their name in. So let's say that Ortiz is a student that I have. If I type in the last name Ortiz, I can also do this, and then I click on their names. And once I have clicked all the student names, or even just one individual name that I want to add to my class, I come back up to Actions, which is right here. And I go to Add to Class, and then it's going to ask me which class do I want it to be added to. So I can put Practice Class for my purposes, and then Add. And you'll see that any kids that I have checkmarked, and Ortiz was the only one that I checkmarked, will be added to the class, and now I can assign assignments to that person. So to recap, you log in using your last name, first initial, and the password that is designated to your building. And once you do that, you go to New and Class, and you create a class for all of your preps. Then you need to add students, so you go to My School and click on Students, and you go through and you put a check mark in all the boxes of the students that you have. And last but not least, you go back up to Actions and you click on Add to Class and choose what class you want to add them in.